Welcome back everyone to It's Not Easy Being Green Screen. And this is one that's gonna hurt me to take the colour out of. Trantor, the last Stormtrooper. Well, the intro said that, didn't it? And here is his spaceship coming into land. We'll have a look at that later. Doesn't that look like the alien dropship from Alien, doesn't it? Really does look like the dropship from Alien. A little bit like that anyway. I always thought that after seeing Alien. Anyway, so renowned for its big blocky sprites and colour, a bit like the game Savage, which is another game which was graphically coded by Nick Bruti. Did a few others as well, which you're probably familiar with. Smash TV, for example, Captain Planet. He did those. Rygar did that as well. So and Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, he did that as well. Not the arcade version, but this one was well known for the massive, great sprites, set in space, set out like the game Savage, but not exactly by the same people. Well, sort of. So yeah, US Gold released this. Probe Software developed it, and yes, it's well known for having very, very lovely sprites and great animation, but more importantly, lots of colour and particle effects. Here we go. As you can see, massive sprite, loads of lovely animation. Play screen is anyway. Let's not get into the review, but look at the sort of like the colour going on with the particle sprites. You know, things, the particle effect, things like that. Lots of moving parts, colours going on. This is going to be interesting to see this in green, actually. I actually don't think it's going to be too bad because there's not a background. I mean, it's a black solid colour background, so that's probably not going to make things too difficult to spot. I'm just worried about the loads of enemies that are going to be basically. I mean, they overlap pretty bad in colour, so it might be a bit tricky to sort of like see things. But anyway, love the flamethrower effect in this. So nicely done. Of course, chock full of sound effects. But hey, green screen don't affect by sound effects. Some of the foreground obstacles there may be affected by the green screen. Who knows? But it's certainly going to be interesting. This is again another one of those games where it's so glorious in colour and animation, and if you had a green screen, you'd be really doing your Amstrad disservice if you got it. So I'm never that great at this game either. You seem to get destroyed and wrecked so quickly. Maybe I'm moving too fast. That's normally my problem, is moving too fast. Oh, I've looked in here before. Out of there. So we're down on health already, right? Okay, so we're gonna speed this up. Probably get hit a few times deliberately here to turn it to green, so we can have a look at what happens. But like, I just, for some reason, games that do this in the Amstrad, Beyond the Ice Palace is another one. These, just ran into those. This particle explosion effect, I love it. I love that. It's so cool. Of course, Savage does it as well. Right. So you've seen it in colour. No, it's not me, Fergus. All right. Look, you've got the coding humour as well. Let's switch it all to green, shall we, and see what happens. In your dulcet tones of many a bit of a bogey. Here we go. Yeah, that's all fine so far. We can see a lot of stuff going on there. Ooh dear. Right. Well, old Trantor himself has lost all the detail on his legs. So, see that? Look, see the dark shades in the sprite. Oh, and when he crouches down, what was a bit of a mess when he crouches down. It all sort of like goes missing. So his legs are sort of half there and half not there. That's kind of distracting. The terminals are okay. HUD is a bit dark, I guess. And again, right. So the particle effects really lost, isn't it? They've really got lost in that. But never mind. It's still playable. It is still playable, which is good. You can still see the enemies quite clearly. That one was a bit weird. Whoa, oh dear. That one had blended into the sort of like that top bar on the top edge of the ceiling there. So that one sort of like went astray. Didn't quite see him. Jump over that. Yeah, I think the legs on Trantor himself is the most distracting. There you go. That enemy there is quite dark, and it's kind of disappearing into the ceiling there a little bit. That could be a bit distracting. However, I think it's very playable still. It's certainly not unplayable. Nice explosion there. Yeah, it's still me, Fergus. There you go. It's still playable, but it does lose a lot of its charm in the green. So let's have a look at the wonderful loading screen, which is really nice. Really alien-esque, of course. Very alien-based, this. And also the intro as well. Thank you for watching. It's not easy being green screen. Novabug out. Hey, Novabug here. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please support the channel by liking and commenting, and of course subscribing if you haven't already done. If you would like to support me further, please consider joining my Bug Army via Patreon, and also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Getter, BitChute and Twitch. And a salute to my Bug Army generals Sam M, Pete Walker and Shadow 80. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Novabug out.